So, you're thinking about jumping into the New Jersey real estate market in 2026. You know it's a wild ride, right? It can feel like a total roller coaster. That's exactly why we put together this field guide. Think of it as your map and compass for navigating everything with confidence.
Look, it doesn't matter if you're a first-time buyer, a seasoned seller, or just trying to find a great rental. The next few minutes are all about cutting through the noise and giving you the clarity you absolutely need. So let's dive right in. You wouldn't go hiking without the right gear, right? Same thing here. Every successful real estate journey starts with having your stuff together. So first off, let's get you prepped with the must-have paperwork before you even think about making a move. Let's kick things off with a big one, the Certificate of Occupancy, or what everyone just calls the CO. In a lot of New Jersey towns, this thing is your golden ticket. It's the official thumbs up from the town that says a property is safe and up to code. You need it for almost everything, from moving in a new tenant to actually closing a sale. Now, getting a CO is usually pretty straightforward. You apply with your local town, you pay a fee, you schedule an inspection, but, and this is a big but, you gotta plan ahead. This whole process can take a couple of weeks, and trust me, you do not want this to be the one little thing that holds up your entire deal. The CO is just one piece of the puzzle. You've also got the sales contract. That's basically the blueprint for the entire deal, and the seller's disclosure, which is where the seller has to come clean about any issues they know about. Seriously, getting all this paperwork lined up from the start, that's the secret to a transaction that doesn't make you pull your hair out. All right, paperwork's in order, your gear is packed. Now it's time to survey the terrain. Let's take a good, hard look at the 2026 market and see what kind of landscape you're actually stepping into. Okay, now this table really shows you how different things can be from one county to the next. I mean, look at Monmouth County. Prices are up and homes are just flying off the market. Then you glance over at Ocean County and things have cooled off a bit. It's like different worlds, right next door to each other. Let's just focus on this number for a second. 29. That's how many days a house in Monmouth County lasts before it's gone. 29 days. For buyers, that's a flashing neon sign that you have to be ready to pounce. No hesitation. And just to put the New Jersey market into perspective, check this out. The median home price in Middlesex County is almost $100,000 higher than the national average. You're playing in a premium market here, and that's a crucial piece of the puzzle no matter what move you're planning. Okay, let's shift gears for a second. We need to talk about a new factor that's really changing the game in Jersey real estate, the climate. A new law has basically forced everyone, buyers, sellers, renters, to look at the environment in a whole new way. Yeah, you're going to want to remember this date, March 20th, 2024. That's when a new flood history disclosure law kicked in, and honestly, it's a total game changer for sellers and landlords all across the state. So what's this actually mean for you? Well, if you're selling a property or even leasing one, you are now legally required to disclose its flood history, period. This isn't just for houses, it's for commercial properties too. And it is not optional. Transparency is the new rule of the game. And look, this is not some abstract, maybe one day kind of risk. In Middlesex County alone, a full 15% of all properties are facing a severe risk of flooding in the next 30 years. This new law is all about bringing that hidden danger right out into the open for everyone. All right, so we've got our paperwork, we've scouted the land, we've checked the climate reports. Now let's turn to our guides for this part of the journey, the experts, and see what they're predicting for the road ahead in 2026. This quote from the Real Estate NJ Forecast just nails the current mood. This isn't about flipping houses for a quick buck anymore. The market is all about solid fundamentals. Smart investors and buyers are looking for stability, for places with proven demand, for real long-term value. So what's the bottom line from the pros? They're expecting an active year, but people are being strategic. Things like multifamily and industrial properties still on fire. There's what they call a flight to quality, which just means the best located properties are going to get top dollar. And hey, some good news for renters. Rents should stay pretty flat. Okay, time to bring it all home. You've got your map of the terrain. You've heard from the expert guides. Now let's talk about your move. Let's talk strategy, and most importantly, let's talk about timing. Okay, everyone and their mother thinks spring is the time to buy or sell a house, right? The market just heats up. But what if I told you that one of the absolute smartest times to make a move is actually in the dead of winter? I know it sounds nuts, but the data tells a really surprising story. Here's why winter is the secret weapon. For buyers, there's way less competition, which gives you more power to negotiate with sellers who are probably pretty motivated. And for sellers, the only people trudging through the snow to see a house, yeah, they're not just window shopping. They're serious. With fewer homes for sale, your place gets to be the star of the show.
So, as you get ready for your journey into the 2026 New Jersey market, it all really comes down to this one question. What's the bigger risk, moving a little too soon or waiting too long for that perfect moment that might never actually show up? The answer to that, well, that's going to be your compass.